Now, our Empress Zewditu was baptized as Askala Miriam. She was born in 1876. The Empress Zewditu was the first lady to be recognized as ruler in Africa on the international level. She was the eldest daughter of Menelik II, Lady and Lady of Becky. Even though the Emperor Menelik had three children, Zewditu, Asafo, Wilson, and Shiwa Raga, Zewditu remained the closest to the royal family. She was the last direct descendant of the Solomonic Dynasty. At her coronation, February 11, 1917, first in Ethiopian history, European officials attended the event. Now, mind you, Africa has had powerful rulers for centuries. This is the first time they want to show up? I don't know. This is 1917. This is during World War I. They may be trying to play nice. I don't know. Right? At her coronation, they did come. Zewditu was summoned to the capital, and on September 27, 1916, the Council of State and the Ethiopian Orthodox Church officially deposed issue in favor of Zewditu. Her official title is Negesti Negas, Queen of Kings, a modification of the traditional title Negus Negas, King of Kings. It's interesting. Queen of Kings. Very, very similar to the pharaonic title of the queens in Egypt, the Lady of the North and South. According to Marcus, Zewditu pledged to rule justly and fairly. Now, the aristocracy was supportive of her reign, but her relatives were not amused. Zewditu's stepmother and aunt of her husband, Empress Zewditu, was still alive and lived in the capital. She was upset. She got the crown, they didn't. The last will and testament of Emperor Menelik II was that Lige Ayeshu would succeed him. However, the empress would oftentimes suffer guilt by taking the throne from him, in result of which would spawn a war against Ayeshu. To get division among even our rulers. With the help of his father, noble Negus Michael Awelo, a powerful leader of the North, they would team up in order to overthrow Zewditu. So these guys came together to overthrow a woman. However, they both failed, and Gusa Araya, her husband, captured Ayeshu. He pleaded to the courts that he be imprisoned in the family estate and would still eat raw food. He said, "Look, I'm wrong, but hey, can y'all, do me a favor, not put me in the prison with regular folk. Put me on house arrest." Now, to the end of her life, she still would refer him to him as royalty. She still respected him. However, she then met opposition from Rastafari, and then that's when she gave up hope. Moreover, her reign was under constant threat because of her gender. It had nothing to do with her title, it was her gender. She was not able to rule completely and freely. In an attempt to limit her influence, the aristocracy arranged Emperor's nephew and husband, Ras Gasa Reli, to be appointed to remote governorship, removing him from court. So they used people in her camp to curb her authority. Her eventual separation from her husband as well as family disputes would make her reign an unhappy one. Her cousin Rastafari would soon be the one in control. At the end of her career, she spent most of her time in prayer, fasting, as well as other religious activities, and would soon withdraw herself from political affairs. This, in turn, would give Rastafari more leeway to the monarchy. In the 1930s, Zewditu bestowed the title Negus Tafari Mekene, even though Tafari did not have complete rule over Ethiopia. He still sustained much power. Later, Zewditu's husband would lead a rebellion against Tafari in Begmender. but he would be killed in battle on March 31st, 1930. On April 1930, 2 days later, the Empress died. Modern autopsy states that she died of diabetes and was seriously ill. Popular belief was that she died of shock when she found that her husband died in battle, died of a broken heart. This is unlikely. She would not have known of the outcome yet. With the untimely death of her husband and the rise of Rastafari, speculators believed that there was a conspiracy concerning her death. She was the last monarch to receive a state burial rites at the end of her death, and also the last. Now we know later on, Rastafari, he would eventually get those burial rites. Now, the Empress lived a life not a fairy tale. Ironically, it sounded more like a life of a lady who lives next door, which had a hard life. She had the title, she had everything, but she didn't have the support. She had the ancestry, she had the lineage, but she didn't have support. The predecessor to Haile Selassie, Empress Zewditu, born in April 29, 1876, was the early symbol of women's independence, whose end is shrouded in mystery. And so we have to pay attention to these things. We have to support each other, especially our Black women. Okay? We gotta put all petty differences and ideologies aside and rise up and do what's best for our community and our family. And we know she broke a lot of ground, but she was still forgotten Queen of Ethiopia. So this is King Cam's and Ujumbe's podcast, and Ujumbe Needs Message. And today's message is the forgotten Queen of Ethiopia, Empress Zewditu. This was written, I wrote this in college years ago, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, or even follow. If you'd like to sponsor the show, feel free to email me at kingcam@nsfatherhood.org. And if you want to further this discussion, feel free. Let's make it happen. All right? You guys have a good one. Talk to you later.